Alright, I'm gonna go test out the LED lights. I mounted them. I don't know if it's gonna hold. Basically melted like the plastic and then put some reinforcements in there. Hopefully that's gonna hold. But also I bought this. This is a LED light, but the issue is that you see how big it extends because it's got a little fan in there. I might take the fan out. And that means that I can't get, this is the old one by the way, it's just like an H7, so I can't put this back onto the bike. They do make one that's a little bit bigger that should fit, but unfortunately that's the current issue right now. You see that I left it open. This is an abandoned shopping center by the way, completely abandoned. It used to be the popular place, and then the road changed. They made like an extension to Route 29, and then it all disappeared. See, the one on the right has got the LED light. The one on the left is the halogen. And I kind of feel that something is shaking around here. So that's still secure, but I think there's something up with the lines here. I don't think it's the fork seals that are bad, but I mean this is really dirty. I need to completely clean this up. I need to make sure that the fork seals are okay. Look at that. That way goes into a creek. This just goes into a little gravel road. That's kind of like what I like to do these days, just ride around gravel roads. The best thing is that when you have a bike like this, it's very easy to kind of go around gravel. When I had sport bikes, I would come through here, I would feel very guilty for getting them dirty. Yeah, when it's like this, you're always riding by yourself. You know, even in mountain biking, I've been doing a lot of mountain biking. That's why I haven't been putting up a lot of videos. And only the very hardcore riders come out when it's cold. If you're intermediate, as they say, you don't come out for rides. You have to be extremely enthusiastic about riding. And there's those guys that ride all the time when it comes to mountain biking. And you wonder, like, man, it is amazing, and it's something that I do find fascinating and inspiring. When you have a segment of the population that just can't get enough, and they ride all the time. I think I feel the same way about motorcyclists. When I see motorcyclists that are like, yeah, I don't know, a season. What, you know, when people go like, the season is over, it's a little bit more difficult to ride when it gets cold. But in reality, I admire the riders that ride year round. It requires a whole different skill set though. You can't like go blasting through corners because there's a lot more debris. You know, you start to get gravel on the road because people will, I think I'm gonna go to the right, will start to like put crap all over the road when it becomes salty and snowy. Around here you do encounter snow, but the good thing about living in this area is that people generally will plow the roads very quickly. My bar ends are coming off. I was wondering what the hell, there was like some weird noise. Look at that. That's crazy. Let me start up the bike so you guys can see. So, I got plenty of lights now. But that front light bar is incredibly bright. Oh my lord. The furthest you go, the brighter it seems. I mean, that thing. And actually, I think I might have to aim it down. I mean, it is, whew, it is very bright directly. So, it's actually kind of blinding directly. We're going to have to figure that out. because I do need to do a bunch of work to it. So of course on the left, on the right, that's the LED light, and then I have a bunch of bottom lights. Those two lights are kind of useless. I might actually remove them, but they're already tied into the ignition. So, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like from here, it is extremely bright. That is incredible. That is incredible. I think I have to like just lower them a bit. And of course this is coming loose. You know, I've never had these little issues on bikes before. And the shaft drive seal needs to be replaced. Yeah, you know, I guess I was hoping that this bike didn't need as much maintenance, but then again, I'm at 68,000 miles and I haven't changed one single chain. But I do like the ability of having a very bright light that there is no option of you not seeing me going down the road. I do like that. Look at this old town. What is this? Liberty. These are the type of roads I like riding. Like, I'm never around other people. If I wanted to go fast, I could go fast. You know, now with COVID though, you do have the addition of people walking more on the roads. It used to be like the roads were deserted. It would be very rare to see other people walking and running and cycling on these roads. But now with COVID happening, people are like, you know what, maybe going to the gym is not that good of an idea. By the way, I usually change my riding habits when it gets cold. It's not so much that the bike won't go around corners, it's because the road is cold, the tires get colder. It's much easier to slide out if you're not paying attention. It's just amazing, there's nobody out on the roads. I was expecting a little bit more, even though it's Thanksgiving weekend. I was thinking, there's going to be a little bit more, but I guess people are already in their homes, or at least it's the highways that are packed. There's been quite a few accidents this weekend. A couple of highways have been shut down because of accidents, and also I believe there was a motorcyclist killed. I forgot where it was. There's been so many motorcyclists that have died this year that I've really lost track of the people that have died. And the interesting thing is that lately it's been encouraged to run from cops. So you see a lot of motorcycle riders taunting cops on the roads, and I don't know, that's part of the deal now. You know, it seems like it goes by trends. There used to be people were at the back roads, then people got into riding track, and then now they're switching to like this biker life thing where they ride around the highways in groups, and you know, safety in groups, and there's anonymity in groups. So if you do something stupid, then you're kind of safe. There was a story out of, I believe, New York. I believe it was New York or New Jersey. There was an 82-year-old man that went to get a turkey for Thanksgiving, and a bunch of ATV/dirt bike riders beat him up. Yeah, they assaulted him. And I was somebody posted this up on a local group, the same local group that's full of these guys that like to take over the highways, and they were saying that, oh, he must have done something. The 82-year-old man must have done something to get his ass whooping. And I kept thinking, it's like, what on earth are you guys talking about? First of all, even if this 82-year-old man did something, it doesn't give anybody the right to beat his ass. And by the way, what kind of humans are you to beat an elderly man? That is just so pathetic. It's like the same people that beat up like these Asian elderly women in New York. By the way, there's a lot of that happening. It's there's these people just walking down the street and they randomly get attacked for no reason. And I guess people think it's some sort of like racist thing. I don't know, but it's kind of odd that people are getting assaulted randomly for no reason. But this 82-year-old guy, I am sure what happened was there was a big group of ATV guys riding illegally, doing all sorts of stuff like going between cars, and this 82-year-old guy just made a left turn or right turn, didn't see them, got panicked, did something, and these guys got pissed off. The ATV guys got pissed off and basically assaulted him. I think they chased him down and he ran away. He was trying to get to safety. He ran away and then they eventually caught up with him and I guess dragged him out of his car and beat him up. And the people on this group were justifying it. Oh, you must have done something. You must have done something, this 82-year-old guy. Look, I get pissed off when intentionally cars try to kill me, but you still can't like get out of your car and beat people up. That's going to be on you. That's going to be you assaulting people. In New York City, there was also a Asian couple. I'm not sure why I'm bringing up Asian as being part of it, but they had their kid inside the Audi SUV, and then there was one of these stupid bike takeovers. Bike life, you know. And they were taking over the highways, and for some reason, I think this car cut them off, and they did the exact same thing. The group mentality took over, and they tried to assault the guy, but the guy, he's like, hey, I got my family inside this car, I'm gonna take off. By the way, if I was in his shoes, I would do the exact same thing, because groups are very unpredictable, and once one or two people, they start swinging at you, the rest of the people start swinging at you. It's just group mentality. It's a group thing. We're programmed to be like that. So he took out of there, and I think he ran over a guy, and I think the guy eventually got killed or he died. But they were gonna like beat his ass, and if you think they weren't, that's ridiculous. You know, it's the same thing with the Kyle Rittenhouse case. This group chasing after him weren't going to like, you know, hold him down and talk to him about what a racist he was. Like, no, they were gonna beat his ass and probably kill him, and then he shot them. Like, completely justified. Same thing with this guy with the New York car who basically ran him over. But this 82-year-old guy, that is something that should not have even happened. It's like, people forget that cars will pull out in front of you once in a while, and that's called an accident. You can't like get overly emotional about riding a motorcycle. Who are these guys who are so emotional they can't control themselves? Well, it's a pretty chilly day, but on this bike, even a chilly day like this just ends up being a normal day. I don't feel too cold. I'm using my electric jacket and gloves, and that works really well, combined with the hippo hands. I didn't think the hippo hands would be as useful, but man, they are really nice, because this bike has also got hand guards. So when you have hand guards, it helps take shape. It helps the hippo hands to hold its shape, so you don't have to like fight with it too much. It's still a little bit of a struggle kind of getting your hand in here, but it's not bad. You just kind of like squeeze it in. Most of the time you're hanging on to the handlebars anyway. It's not like I'm one of these guys that goes down the beltway with his hand on his hips for some reason. Well guys, that's the ride for today. Kind of a short ride. I've only done 112 miles today, but it's always nice to kind of get out and ride around a bit. It helps clear your head from all the things that happen throughout the day, and I really recommend. Look at these guys, motorcyclists. Holy cow, look at that. That's crazy. Here I was thinking I was the only one person out. Kind of stuck here. The cops won't bother me.